first I want to introduce this pack here, yoga and mindfulness practices for children. It costs about 12 to 14 bucks maybe on Amazon, and it's real helpful because it combines a bunch of different ideas, and then it kind of gives you a guide where you can combine 3 or 4 of these little packs or cards to have like a series of lessons that apply to your kid. It says relax at the top, and it's kind of a meditation tool. It's a visual meditation tool, but it basically focuses on uh, motivation. Okay, so I use this essentially to identify what's at the top of your focus right now. What are you focused on? What are you trying to get to? We'll set that thing at the top of the mountain, and essentially we do a meditation where I would say close your eyes and imagine you're sitting in a field. Okay, in that field there are flowers, birds, there's animals around, and I'll ask them what colors are you seeing? What are the flowers you're seeing around you? Kids will say, well, I see blue flowers, I see yellow daisies, and then I'll kind of test their focus and test their commitment to it. And I'll say, well, I'm going to sprinkle some purple flowers in there. Do you see them? And they'll say yes or no. I'm like, okay, well, let's see if we can kind of sprinkle some yellow and see if you see those. And so it's just a cool idea to kind of get them thinking and kind of play around with them. It's just a nice fun activity. And then I'll add in behind you in this field, there's a forest. It's a dark forest, but here's the good news. You've gotten through this forest, which shows that you've been through some tough times, but you're here now. You get a moment to relax, okay? Take a deep breath with me. We'll breathe together, and then we start walking towards that mountain. When we get to the base of the mountain, I'll let them know at this whole time our eyes are closed. I'll let them know, okay, now you get to the base of the mountain. There is a path here, so this path is for you. But the trouble is, this is a very steep path. What does that mean exactly to this kid? And usually they'll say, well, I guess it means it's going to be a tough climb. And it will. I won't lie to you. There's going to be some tough times where you've set this goal, but it's not always going to be easy. There's going to be some barriers in your way. So we'll go ahead and climb. We'll climb, and we get to the halfway spot. At that point, you can rest, you can relax, you can look down, and you might even see the spot you started out as. And what does that make you feel? And I want them to basically say, I feel accomplished. I've gotten this far. Look, and it's been tough, but look how far we've gotten. So we'll continue walking up the mountain. And then when we finally get to the top, as we get closer, I'll ask them, how are you feeling now that you're so close to your goal? Right. And then they'll kind of describe and share. And essentially, we want them to equate this activity with real life. We want them to equate it to the barriers that's going to get in your way and how you're going to keep working to get there. I'll ask them things along the way, like, what are some positive things you can say to yourself to keep going? Some kids are kind of surprised with the concept of self-talk. And I'll kind of share, well, I say things to myself all the time, like, I'll get through this. I need to push through. If I can get around this corner, then I only have a couple more feet to go. And so I'll kind of introduce those concepts and ideas that'll keep them going when no one else is around and motivate them with, for someone else. So how do you motivate yourself? How do you keep going to get to your top of your mountain? I also let them know that whatever you've put at the top of that mountain can change daily, weekly, monthly. It kind of depends. Okay. So that's the first one. And in terms of our competencies, this one is more so goal-directed behavior. We want them to be able to see a goal that they can set and actually work their way towards it.